In this video, I'm going to elaborate Samkhya Karika number 17. This Karika specially talks about the arguments for establishing the existence of purusha or the self. Samkhya philosophy admits Bahupurushvada, multitudinous self. In our previous videos, beginning with the first Karika, we discussed threefold miseries and the demerits that lies in the impermanent and easy means of remedies to remove those pains. In the subsequent second Karika, we have discussed the superiority of the discriminative knowledge to the easy remedies for getting rid of the pain. So the discriminative knowledge has been illuminated in the verse number 11, 12, especially 11, 12, okay? And we have covered the discriminative knowledge that is the final cause for liberation from any kind of suffering, and the discriminative knowledge discusses both the discriminative knowledge between Vyakta Prakriti and Avyakta Prakriti, and between Prakriti and Purusha. We have covered it in our preceding videos. Now we also have touched upon the arguments for the existence of Prakriti. In the 9th Karika, this has been elaborated very well. Now we are going to for the 17th Karika, which is illuminating the arguments, what are the reasons for the existence of Purush, the self, which we call Atman. So the Karika goes as Sanghata Pararthotvat Trigunadi Viparjayat Adhishthanat Purushasti Bhaktribhavat Kaivalyartha Pravritischa. I'm reciting it again slowly. Sanghata Pararthotvat Trigunadi Viparyayat Adhishthanat Purusha asti bhaktribhavat kaivalyartha pravritischa. So sanghata pararthatvat, we will be understanding, like earlier videos, word by word the meaning of the Karika. Sanghata pararthatvat. Sanghata here refers to the composite objects, composite products. So the world of objects consists of countless composite objects or products. What does it mean by composite? Composite is simply a combination of parts. Composite object is made up of parts. Like the whole world is the composite of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, air. Okay, the ether is not made up of part because it is only one ether. Okay, so composite objects are meant for others' use. Okay, the whole world is meant for others' use. This is the one reason. Sanghata pararthatvat, parartho, for another's use. Trigunadi viparyayat. Trigunadi, the 3 gunas which we have covered in 12th and 13th Karika. The 3 gunas. 3 gunas are Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. These constitute Prakriti. The combination of 3 gunas is the constituent elements of Prakriti. But self is devoid of all these three gunas. In purusha there is absence of three gunas and other qualities. Trigun adi, triguna and other properties. That is why triguna adi. Viparyayat. Now this is the second reason. So first reason is sanghata pararthatvat, that means composite objects are for others use. Second argument is trigunadi viparyayat, that means the three gunas, these three gunas are absent in purusha. Also purusha is devoid of other properties. These are the two arguments. Now the third argument is adhishthanat. There must be some controller. So purusha exists because the manifest world, to control manifest and unmanifest in the manifest world, there must be some controller. This is an inference. Okay, so this is the third argument, that there must be some controller, controlling agent. To control whom? To control the activities of unmanifest and manifest. There must be some controller. This is simply an inference. This is the third argument. And the fourth argument is bhoktri bhavat. There must be some experiencer. Bhoktri, bhoga, enjoy. There must be some enjoyer or the experiencer. Since the world is the whole world, the manifest world, Vyakta Prakriti, is existent. So why it is existent? There must be some purpose. The purpose is to enjoy the world. For this, there must be some experiencer or enjoyer. This is the fourth reason. And the final reason is Kaivalyartha. Because every activity is meant for leading towards Kaivalya, emancipation. So how all these are leading towards emancipation, that we will touch upon at the end of this discussion. Okay. So these are the arguments for establishment of the existence of purusha. So there altogether we got six reasons, six arguments. First one is sanghata pararthatvat. There must be there must be something who will be using the composite things. Okay. The second one is sanghata pararthatvat trigunadi viparyayat. So the three gunas do not exist in purusha. Okay. Third argument is adhisthana, there must be some controller. Fourth argument is bhakti bhavat. So there must be some enjoyer. And the fifth argument is kaivalyartha. There must be some all these activities are leading towards final emancipation. Altogether five, sorry, I told six, but no, it's five arguments. Okay, so now there is an objection has been raised against the existence of purusha. Since the first argument, if you remember that the sanghata pararthota, the composite objects are meant for another's use. This was the first argument. But an objection has been raised to counter this argument. And the objection goes as, the composite objects can be used by composite object. See, our body is a composite product. It's a composite. Our body is made up of parts: hands, face, head, body, legs. Okay, it's a composite organism with different organs come together and compose an organism. So it is made up of part. Since we cannot perceive purush, through our eye sensations. Okay, since we do not experience the existence of purusha, how can we claim that there is something which is devoid of three gunas, and all the aggregate composite elements or objects are meant for the use of that purusha? That purusha is above and over composite objects. How can we claim that, since nothing is given in our experience as purusha? Our body is experiencing all these things. Our body is using composite objects. Our body itself is a composite object. So the objection is that, so composite objects are meant for composite objects, can be used by composite objects. So this is the objection. For that we need not to accept anything called purusha who is not composite. Okay, the first argument is claiming that there must be someone to use the composite objects of the world, and the thing that will be using that composite objects itself will be non-composite, will not be made up of parts. Purusha is not made up of parts. Purusha or soul or self, which we call it, it's non-composite. It will be using the composite objects. But the objection says, no, our body uses all these things. We cannot perceive anything called purusha, which is non-composite. Our body is very much a composite object, and which is using all the objects. So there is no need to admit purusha beyond composite object like our body. So let's see. So the objection has been countered by following counter argument. It has been mentioned that if composite objects can be utilized by another composite objects, then what will happen? It will involve a fallacy. I'm explaining it gradually. If one composite object is meant for another composite object's use, then we have to infer another composite object for using the latter composite object, and then another composite object for the use of the latter composite object, and so on. It will involve the fallacy called infinite regress, endless series of composite objects. I am talking about the counter argument against the objection. So that is why purusha need to be accepted. Purusha as devoid of three gunas, which is non-composite, it will be reasonable to assume the existence of such entity called purusha, which is not composite. So now you reflect upon it, and you yourself try to critically inquire that the worth of the argument, the soundness of the argument, whether it is really able to counter the objection or it is not. I am leaving it up to you now, which I intend to sum up. I intend to sum up the discussion with another point, that is how the whole world of objects are leading activity of all the composite products of the manifest are leading towards final emancipation for purusha. The whole world, the unmanifest, is made up of three gunas, and its evolution and all the evolute products are also made up of three gunas that we have already discussed in our preceding videos. So these three gunas, the nature in detail we have elaborated in our previous videos. So they are of nature of pleasure, pain and delusion, and in a cyclic manner a purusha goes through the threefold miseries. Okay, and these miseries are caused by the three gunas. So these make him realize that I am different from matter. I am not matter. Okay, he keep on identifying. Initially, he keep on identifying himself with the products. Like, I am this body. Okay, I am. Later on, he keep on identifying himself with mind. I am mind. Okay, I am my feeling. I am my desire. I am my fear. Then he goes through all sorts of miseries associated with all those entities which I mentioned now. So emancipation takes place at the dawn of discriminative knowledge, when he when he comes to realize that no, I am different from my body, I am different from my mind, I am different from my thought, I am different from my feeling, my desire, my emotion, my fear, etc. I am beyond this. I am devoid of three gunas. Three gunas cannot touch me. All are delusion. All are delusion due to the activity of three gunas. I am purusha or self, which is untouched by material contamination. So this discriminative knowledge leads towards final emancipation.